morning, the Global Morning crew, and good morning to you, my viewers. I am Okochko Mobno. Today we'll be looking at what's buzzing on social media. Ibom Air passenger assaults air hostess. A tense drama unfolded on Sunday, August 10th at the Lagos airport when a female passenger arriving on an Ibom Air flight from Uyo became visibly agitated and physically confronted staff. According to videos shared on X, the woman got into a confrontation with airport officials refusing to calm down. In one particularly alarming moment, she was seen physically assaulting a female flight attendant inside the aircraft known as Julian Edward. The situation escalated beyond verbal exchanges, prompting intervention from airport police, who eventually bundled her into an airport shuttle before restoring order. I beg your pardon. It was gathered that the confrontation stemmed from the passenger's refusal to follow crew instructions, specifically directives like switching off mobile phones during landing. Well, it seems as though we are having more dramas unfolding in the aviation sector, from King Wasiu AIYINDE, also known as Kwam1, to comfort Emmsnson, a passenger on the Ibom Air flight in Lagos. Further report shows that the AON, Airport Operators of Nigeria, have placed a no-fly live ban on the Ibom Air passenger Comfort Emmsnson for her unruly behavior, and she has also been arraigned by the Lagos police on a 5-count charge bordering on assault, willful damage, and conduct likely to cause breach of peace, currently remanded in the Kirikiri Correctional Center in Lagos after pleading not guilty pending the fulfillment of her bail condition. The Minister of Aviation, Festus Keyamo, also says that the staff who released the video of Comforts containing indecent exposure to the public will be singled out and adequately sanctioned. Well, we all saw that video yesterday, and I'm telling you right now that a lot of persons have so much to say on social media. Everyone have their own perspective. Some came from, Comfort's perspective, and the other actually came from the air hostess perspective. We'll be taking some comments right away from social media, and the first comment is coming from Chief Dr. Ejiro Okurame, and this person says, "This is totally wrong. Get the police to escort her out instead of dragging her out half naked. All shades of wrong." The next comment is coming from Official Mercy Ihotu, and Official Mercy says, "I don't care what happened, but how do you allow yourself to be manhandled by people like this? Whatever the case might be, calm down peacefully and talk. It's that simple if you have any respect for yourself." Well, the last but not the least comment is coming from First King Frank, and King Frank says, "Before you condemn the officials, remember that it was a forceful removal, which means she refused to obey the order to leave. Refusal to leave an aircraft means she's now holding the aircraft hostage, like that musician." I'm sure he's talking about K1. He further went on to say, if a passenger refuses to allow an aircraft to leave, the airport security will be called to forcefully evacuate the passenger. So ask yourself, why did she refuse to evacuate the aircraft even after slapping the air hostess? It was also gathered that she waited, after everyone had, come down from the flight, everyone had alighted from the flight, then she actually went to confront the air hostess herself, which that was actually an unruly behavior. It is actually not cool at all. Also, it was gathered that she tore the flight curtain, which was damage to the flight, and also some other damages she caused, which was the reason why they have actually asked her to, took her to the correctional center and also arraigned her in court. Anyway, she pleaded not guilty, and I'm sure her case has been adjourned to October the 10th, and she'll be coming up again in court for it. But again, like I said, so many persons have so much to say. The musician's wife and musician also seeming Adekunle Gold's wife came up to say that even though she was asked to put off her phone and she didn't turn it off, there are so many ways to do it. If your phone is switched on, doesn't mean that the plane is going to crash. Also, that the freeze made this statement, say if your phone is on, doesn't mean that your phone is the aircraft is going to crash. It simply means that either you turned you put your phone in flight mode, and you don't have any problem to worry, don't have any reason to worry about the phone. But then if you are asked to switch off your phone, if that is the airport or the flight, if the flight attendant is asking you to switch off your phone, and that is the rule that is set aside for Ibom flight, so please, why don't we just cooperate with them? And it's just a few minutes flight, by the way, so why don't you just do it and go your way? And waiting after every other passenger has alighted before you attack the air hostess is really, really wrong. I think they must have sorted it out at first, so why wait just to assault the air hostess? And at the end of the day, look at what happened. I hope she will be arraigned in court again. She will be coming up again in October, and I hope she kind of have something tangible to say, because that is actually wrong. Anyways, we'll be going further to the Global Morning crew, because I know they're going to continue from here, and I'm sure you have so much to say. Please drop your thoughts on our comment section using the social media handles you're seeing right here on your screen, and be part of this conversation. I am Ogochukwu Mobno, and I'll be leaving you to the Global Morning crew. Please stay with us. Oh wow. So I'll be going on to Uyi Agbomofwegbe. Uyi, I'm sure you must have seen that video all over social media. It's making round. It made round all through Monday morning stroke evening. So what do you think about it, please?
All right, Ogochukwu. I think the first thing we want to look at is to understand that there's when your right stops, that's where someone else's starts, all right? We need to understand that. The second thing we also need to know is to say that, look, people must understand the difference between their living room and the public space.
Very well.
And then you take it further to realize that there are rules of engagements when it comes to using the services of an airline. So when you embark on a trip by air, there's a way you must conduct yourself, right? They say there's no smoke without fire, which also simply means that in this particular case, the question is, at what point did the young lady miss it? And how did the air hostess also flouts the rules of engagement? So we must hold these two ladies accountable, all right, vis-a-vis the rules of engagement, all right, associated with their different rules. One apparently is an air hostess, and the other is a flight passenger. You see, it's just back to back, a few days in between the one of Kwam1, which has become very controversial, and now there's this one from just a matter of less than 48 hours ago. So it just shows that there's something we need to understand, and people must know that, look, there are laws. People just unrealistically tell themselves there are no laws. I'm above the law somehow. But the question is, I mean, do we understand what they say when they tell us that if you can't take the heat, what you need to do is get out of the kitchen? Now, finally, the lady has been remanded in Kirikiri, and we understand this case has been moved to sometime in October. So for the next few weeks, she's going to be there calling off our heels. But what lessons are we learning from this, and who else is going to tow this path, and what will be the consequences and the answers to those questions?
It's really surprising because most times we don't even get to see Nigerians behave like this outside the country. But whenever it's in the country, I feel just like you said, they feel like there are no laws and nobody should control me or whatever it is. But now she, like you said, she will be cooling off in Kirikiri for the next how many days, who knows. But then again, I want to say, Uyi, since the comrade Oshomole had issues in the airport, I think we've been having issues like this in the aviation sector back to back. Do you think there's a cause from the Benin angle?
I don't know, but I don't know whether it's the Benin angle or whatever angle it is. But I think it's just beginning to, if you like, raise the curtains of we really are on the inside, and the earlier we deal with this, the better for all of us.
All right, thank you so much, Uyi. All right, please stay with us as Global Morning continues.